Good morning, YouTube. I'm with the Eddie Horvath.
Good morning, Marky. Good morning.
And I'm back from Erie. Nice little vacation up there, and got my Underdog barbecue shirt on.
Yeah,
and
a good barbecue.
You got to eat there too, as well.
Yes.
And well, if you're from around the Erie area, well, that is a nice barbecue joint. So look them up if you like good traditional barbecue. They make it every day fresh. It's nothing that was pre-made, that they preheat like these chain restaurants. It's you're not getting
Reasonably priced too.
yeah, very reasonable price for what it was. And we got to stay at the iconic Riviera Motel, one of the old 1940s, 50s, whatever. And there, and the rooms still had they hand you a key.
Yeah,
you get all these new
actual
chains.
keys.
You get the credit card thing to get in your door. They still had the key you put in the door. It's like, wow, that's old school there. Very clean place. Had a swimming pool, and then we visited Waldemar Park.
Yes.
Had some fun there. And hey, this morning we're up to 41,800 subscribers.
Wow.
We got 400 subscribers just this week.
Yeah, we thank everyone.
Yeah, thank everybody. Thank all your the newcomers to our channel, and this is what we do.
If every subscriber just went and got one other person,
Yeah,
we'd have
please,
80,000 subscribers.
Yeah, please share it with somebody, and
Yeah.
we want to get to our 50,000 goal here by the end of the year. Now we wanted to do it by the 4th of July, but it never happened. So
Well, we ain't gonna give up.
no, we'll never give up. We'll keep sawing away till we get there. What do we got on the agenda for today?
Well, we have to definitely try to get the rest of this oak order cut, and maybe a little bit of pine.
Yeah, we got some logs up on the deck, and yeah, we got a little bit of pine sheeting and 2x4s to make for a customer.
Yeah.
And well, sitting here in the rain isn't going to get it done.
No, let's get it done,
Let's get it done. All right, we're up at the mill here a little bit early before anybody gets here, and we're going to do a little bit of pre-check on everything. And I found myself some red and tacky spray grease, so I'm anxious to see how that works. See how good it clings to these rack and pinions, where they actually runs your knees or your L's in and out. Here's a set shaft here. This controls all four knees in and out, and you can see the big gear in there. That's your rack gear that runs the knees in and out. There's a lot of sliding points here. Your tapers, where them spring rods are there for the dogs, and I'll show you how that all works. And the dogs are set up that they are spring loaded. So when you got a log that's taller than this one, then the top one will take over, and if the log's small enough, it sits under here and it bites it there. At the very bottom, I don't know if anybody realized that there's another dog, and this whole thing floats up and down. So once this pinches, this one comes up, and it's just like a pair of tongs. And that's how you get such a good hold on these hydraulic dogs. Someone was concerned that they weren't holding very well. They hold very well. You'd have a hard time splitting that log off of there. And then if all else fails, there it is, the master dog, and it'll take care of anything that the smaller dogs won't handle. You got the chain on the clock face dial. You got all kinds of stuff that needs lubricated in here. I'm standing on some stickers here, I'm sliding. And that's how that whole gizmo works with the cylinder. It runs them up and down. And then the bottom one's tied into the cylinder itself, so as it closes up, these things pinch together. You got wear surfaces here, so all this stuff gets greased up, and then there's a couple dovetailed ways right there that this whole mechanism slides in and out on, and it all needs lubricated if you want this mill to last a long time. So we'll get this all checked out here, and we'll be with you when we're starting to saw. Alrighty, let's get this show started. And I showed you my little pre-flight check for the mill, and periodically you find problems and you want to jump on them as quick as possible before they become big problems. So all right, back to decking we shall go. I'm just looking for a might work for me. I won't take that much off. And you've seen how the dogs work. And we'll put the master dog down just for extra safety. Alright, let's make some decking here. There's a limb on there. Eddie needs a little bit of decking for, he's going to build another truck bed, so he said keep me some smaller stuff, shorter that is. That's the way you trim a tree. Cut that limb right off. Yeah, we need a lot more 2x10, 1x10. I got a big list in the cab here. And Eddie's giving them instructions. I'll take this last piece of 1x off. Now we're going to take her down to a 10-inch wide. That bark is just playing havoc there. Good hold on it, and let's go and whittle her down to 10 inches wide. We're going to get the biggest boards off first. I don't know if you'll be able to make use of that or not. But if you see how the top dogs are holding now, because that log is too big for the lower one, so you see how they were spring loaded. All right, we need some 1x8s and 1x10s, so I'll get 2 more off of here, yeah, 1 more after this one. But yeah, they have a standing order with us for trailer decking, and there's our 10 inches. Well, 10 1/4, we're going with it. All right, let's lay her down. Just a little bit. I don't want to pump that head block with the turner. Got a piece of bark under it. like the other ones are clear. All right. Yeah, bark can really mess up your operation. And now I'm not going to hook air hoses up and buttons and cameras and no. I'm not bonded to barker. That's the old school, that's how you deal with it. Get Eddie another piece of short deck. Yeah, you don't mind using this upper decking. It's not the nicest looking stuff, so. There's a little bit of wane on it. I think I can edge a 8-inch out of that. I need 15 1x8s anyway, so. All right, 2x10. Second right down. All right, 2x10. I needed 9 more of those, so I can put 3 out of that. All right, I'm back with you here. Just keeping score. Up a little bit here. This is going to give me some grief because it's fat down that end. There we go. That last one's not helping me at all. There we go. Then you want to make sure your dogs are retracted. Alright, let's see where we're at on the dial here. Make some decisions. Might get Eddie a short piece out, so let's do this. And let's get a piece of 1x off of there. Work for his truck bed, and then we'll split this in half and we'll have our 2 pieces. It's going to be a little heavy. Let me just give it a shave. That'll work. Close enough. this up. Oh, that ought to work. This is a mail log. And it's going to give me some problems. I can see this right now. Help me. Let's see here. It's playing Humpty Dumpty. I'm going to bring it up a little bit here. What I'm trying to do is get it to go straight back without doing its little... Oh, sometimes you got to deal with them. I think we can deal with that to open it up. Alright, let's just get a flat spot and go from there. We'll lay this down flat. It's going to require one more. Miles will get her flat. These logs would be no good for nothing else, I'll tell you that. Whoop. Alright. Let's wrestle around one more time. I could have been a little bit more forward on that one, but... Alright. Big mill. Come down the track a little bit. Bump her down a little bit more. That looks good. Alright. Let's open the space up and see what we find. Get Eddie some shorts out of there again. In the automatic mill, you can deal with this stuff a lot easier than get you past already. All right. And let's get that down and get that trimmed off. I'm going to stop short, get a hold of that heavy end. Oh, this ought to be interesting. what's happening down on my log deck. That still isn't in. Let me bring it forward. Try to reverse that just to take that tip off down there. You'll see what I'm saying. When I come down that, I want to get rid of that. And that could be a bullet there. And there's the trouble. All right, took care of that little problem. Now it's smooth sailing. This log isn't going to yield very much. There's actually some pretty wood for, we believe this is all black oak. Ready to get out of the way with his fingers. Alright, one more piece of 1x off of there then. We just about got a square corner now. Alright. Let's turn this thing back. Bad this thing wrestles us. All right, let's take it down 8 inches. I still might get 10 out of that though, but make sure we got a good hold on her. Alright, we'll get some 1x8 edged out of that. I don't like that big knot in the middle, but that's what it gives you. That's what you have to deal with. That is some hard sawing when you're going through them knots. Alright, let's see. That'll still qualify for 10. 9 3/4. We're going to go with that. said decking, they're not. All right. Roll this back and see what happens when I release the hounds. Nothing. Hard to turn when they're long and narrow. I think this will be my final run on this anyway, so I don't need to worry about bringing her out. Just going to get into my laser here. Dripping fuel. Here comes some 2x now. Let me get piece of 2x off. And we'll take a little shim board off and we'll be done. Let you go here, and we'll talk to you here in a minute. All right, it is a little bit after, almost 12:30ish right now, and I think it's beer o'clock. So we cut some 2x4s, which is your Friday Eve video, and this is just all black oak, and you can see how that you can pull boards off like that. You can pull boards like that out of the same log. They're just, and the smell here right now is not that great. it's got that real almost like horse manure. Has that really bad smell. So what do you think, Eddie?
I think we got something done.
And it's raining. It's pouring down rain out there right now. So we're under the roof, nice and dry. And bus motor's been slobbering more and more. We're gonna have to get a mechanic to come in and find out what's fuel. Yeah, it's wasting a little bit of fuel. We're probably getting close to needing an overhaul on that old girl, but oh well, it's just the way it goes. But alrighty, everybody. Hey, thank you again for the subscribership.
We appreciate it. Everyone.
And boy, that's 400 in a week. That's
good for us.
That's impressive. Yeah. And if anybody's been watching Frickin' Jeep, he found a bad cable on his carriage drive, so he's going to get that replaced. Yeah. I was talking to him on Friday or Thursday night, which is Friday Eve. Some people still don't understand that. Yeah. Friday Eve.
You break that cable, that carriage is running loose.
Well, that then the other problem is you got a 200 some horsepower weed whacker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you got a weed whacker, and you got some really bad situation going on in your world. And also say hello to Nathan from Out of the Woods. If anybody been following him, he has sold his sawmill.
Oh, my.
So
What now?
what's going to happen? The drama continues. So, and also he's inspired me enough. I'm going to turn this microphone around. He has inspired me enough. We got to get going on that kiln.
Yes. And start the-
Nathan's been drying wood. We got to start drying wood. So we got to get that going on too. So everybody have a great week. We will see you Friday Eve, and we'll talk to you then.
Thank you.
Bye bye.